Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Bill Mahari here, representing Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. Much love to the entire LDBC and the boxing community in this case. And I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the whole, you know, Fury, allegations on Wilder. Basically, that he basically cheated during the second fight against Deontay Wilder. And I've seen, the video uh, evidence displays by Young PHAROAH, by Boxing Ego, and Blue Blood Sports TV. Salute to them channels. I'm telling you right now, this is very, very clear that Tyson Fury blatantly cheated against Deontay Wilder. And the evidence is very, very clear. And I looked at the glove and how it was basically positioned and how it was shaped. The glove was not rounded. It was basically almost in a square like position, like a mallet hammer type of shape. And the way that the glove was moving, it was basically flopping the gloves. There was like it looked like as if there was no padding, there was no protection on them gloves, and basically like Wilder was basically getting hit like with an inanimate object by Tyson Fury. And let's break this here too, guys. When have we have ever heard about Tyson Fury being a knockout artist? Okay, because when you look at Tyson Fury's entire boxing resume, okay, you look at his entire career, which is heavily questionable right now. Okay, the big thing is this: Tyson Fury has an has only got 21 knockouts on his record. Okay, he basically has only 21 knockouts by 9 decisions. So he's the kind of fighter that's not really known for his knockout punching ability. Okay, and he does not like wearing specific type of gloves that basically has a lot of the padding in there. As I showed you guys the video that Nicholas Asbury did, who was basically a former sparring partner of Tyson Fury's, where he basically showed how the padding was basically non-existent in the gloves, and basically that the gloves were basically tainted. And it's very, very clear. A lot of the injuries that Deontay Wilder suffered in the fight, it looked as if it was basically hit with an inanimate object. It was not hit by an actual punching glove. All right, a cut in the ear by a boxing glove should not even happen in boxing. The only thing that would occur in one case is if you saw that in a UFC or an MMA fight, because they basically wear a different type of glove. But the the gloves that I saw that examined throughout the fight that I saw from those videos, it clearly shows to me that Tyson Fury clearly cheated. And now this has become a different issue in hand here. This is not about boxing here. This is about watching a pure assault in the ring. This basically gives me memories of the one documentary I saw from HBO when Luis Resto basically was fighting with tainted gloves by Panama Lewis against a youngster named Billy Collins Jr. And the injury suffered that kid by Billy Collins, pretty much ended his boxing career, and he was never the same again. And it's really ridiculous how a lot of these athletic commissions do not supervise, they don't monitor, they don't check on the gloves. You know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous how a lot of these boxers are able to get away with this kind of, dirty, illegal cheating. You know what I mean? And the funny thing too that I find it very interesting. Why isn't it the Mayweather channel not basically, behind this? Because remember, during the preparations for the second Maidana fight, okay, when they were basically trying to, figure out which gloves they were going to use, Floyd Mayweather pretty much said, "Hey, one of Maidana's gloves had literally no padding, no protection on them gloves. So basically, you were basically fighting with gloves with bare knuckles instead of the actual padding and protection that all boxing gloves should use." And so it's like right now we're looking at this whole situation like, dude, Tyson Fury legitimately cheated, all right, and there's no way around it. And if you people still want to sit on the fence of, oh, you're making excuses because Tyson Fury won. Oh, you're basically a Wilder fanboy. You clearly are not a fan of the sport, because if you're making those kind of claims, you're basically telling me like you accept a man possibly getting killed in the ring. If Deontay Wilder ended up dying from those injuries that he sustained in the ring, what would you be your stance then? That would have been a complete investigation that would have happened to figure out what happened to this man. Okay. And the fact that the Nevada State Athletic Commission did not do their due diligence to investigate this is really ridiculous. I don't understand it, but this is something that needs to be talked about every single day. And I'm gonna tell you this though right now. If you think that Wilder is not gonna go out to take Fury's head off, I'm telling you, the one that I read from basically Wilder's brother that pretty much said that, if you have the gun, you better make sure you kill it. You make sure you better kill him, because if you don't, we're gonna come back and kill you. I'm telling you this though right now. Wilder is motivated to basically not just take his head off. He's out for blood right now. And for those people that basically say, well, why isn't Wilder talking about this? Listen, Wilder knows what's going on around here. He's not going to just come out and just basically, expressively talk about it, because he wants to go in there and rip his head off and then basically humiliate him in the process. That's a huge sign of a fighter that wants to get even, and not just get even, but humiliate him and basically dispose him in the process. And I'm telling you right now, when the third fight happens, I'm telling you, Wilder is going to go in there with vengeance and with blood in his eyes. He is going to try to basically settle the score with Tyson Fury once and for all. All right. So we need to continue to do our due diligence to support the champ and basically continue to shed the light on this story, because it has gained a lot more traction, and we need to put the pressure on all the other athletic commissions to start examining gloves and start looking at these gloves, because a lot more fighters are getting away with this kind of illegal cheating. It is absolutely ridiculous, man. And I'm gonna tell you this though right now: if anyone tries to troll on my comment section, you'll be blocked and reported on site. I am not in the mood for this type of BS. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section.